Today, I want to talk about shifting from personal development to inner work. Most of us came to the world of inner work probably through personal development, and chances are you might be confusing them for the same thing. After being in the personal development / inner work space for over 3 decades, let me tell you this. I see them as very, very different because they will give you very different results. The way I see it is personal development is there to help develop more of our masculine side. And thank God for that, because we all needed that at one point. A lot of women that come to my work, by the time they find me, they already have a pretty cultivated, pretty amazing, badass masculine side. The issue is that the masculine side for us women can only take us so far. It's brilliant, it's genius, it will help us survive. It will even give us all of the outward successes that we want to be just there floating above survival. But if you've got your eyes set on more, if you now want to actually enjoy the success that you've made, if you actually want to unlock abundance, meaning you don't just have success in one over optimized area, probably career for some of you guys, you also want it in your romantic relationship. You also want it in the way that you treat your children and the way that you enjoy your family life. You also want it in how you feel in your body, how you feel in life. Then you're going to have to get into inner work. What happens is when we do a lot of personal development work, that's mindset work. It's like put aside your own emotions, like get back up, girl, do the damn thing. Like it's this work. That's so good to get us from like the basic babe mode to the self-aware Barbie mode. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I've got 4 stages of consciousness. You can get them for free by signing up for my free wealth activation container workbook, my free masterclasses. I have one portal with all the free gifts for you, so you can sign up for that, or you can learn more about those on YouTube and in my book. And so when we are in the wounded feminine, which is the basic babe stage, and we start doing personal development work, it is golden. It will get us to self-aware Barbie and get us all of those outward successes and all the things in our life, typically over optimized for one area at best. But we need that sometimes, right? We need to be able to focus. After that point, what you need is not more personal development work, it's inner work. Inner work is actually what takes you from the neck down into your body. This is where the subconscious work, the feminine energy work, like the shadow work, like all of those deeper modalities below the neck will come into play. And that is my zone of genius. That is my specialty. By the time women find me, they've already done the personal development stuff. They are the personal development stuff. Like they've read every book, they've taken every course, they know all the personal development gurus by name, they can quote them. But what they're afraid to do is actually go from the neck down. And it can be really scary. I know, I have been there. And the reason it can be so scary is because there are emotional defense systems that have formed probably early on in childhood and then reinforced through our life to keep all of that away, to keep it all suppressed, to keep it all hidden. That is the job of the emotional defense system. And then what happens is women will show up in my work, and even though they're now calling it inner work, but they're still treating it like personal development. Percent of my clients that get results that make it seem like they're unicorns, that make it seem like this isn't even possible. Like, how could this be? It are the ones that finally allow themselves to drop in. And that is scary. I know this firsthand because I would treat even inner work stuff in the beginning like personal development. So like I would like watch the thing or hear the thing, but like not do the meditation, not do the activation, skip the journal prompts. Nothing that would actually help me go in, help me drop in, because it was scary for the defense system that has been keeping that stuff away from me so that I can just function as base level. And even though that got me to pretty high functioning, pretty high achieving, pretty successful, it was still barely floating above survival. It didn't unlock the romantic, robust marriage that I have. It did not unlock this deep-seated satisfaction and joy and peace that I have within myself, at home in my family life, enjoying my children, enjoying my business, enjoying my money. No, and there was nothing wrong with that state. I was still successful at that stage in my life, but I wasn't fulfilled. I wasn't happy. I had desires that weren't manifested yet. I desired a romantic relationship, a soulmate marriage. That hadn't manifested that, right? Like I wanted a great family life. I wanted to feel good in my body every single day. All of that would actually require me to be in my body.
And if you actually want to take a step further, do this as a homework assignment. When you find yourself in your head, ask yourself, how am I seeing the world right now? How am I perceiving reality right now? Second question, how am I seeing other people right now? Third question, how am I seeing the thing I'm worried about, the task at hand, what I need to do, what I need to resolve? How am I seeing that thing? And the last question, how am I seeing myself right now? And then when you actually find yourself in your body, dropped in from the neck down, then ask yourself the same question. How am I perceiving the world right now? How am I perceiving reality? How am I perceiving other people? How am I perceiving the task at hand or the desire or whatever it is that you need to do? And fourth, how am I perceiving myself? And if you would like more help on this, I highly recommend my Lady Balls Intensive. It'll help you walk through all of this from the neck down.
And so I'm really inviting you today to see that is all of your success, which that's how badass we are as women, that even when we're disconnected with our body, even when we're just only in our head, we still achieve like unachievable things, right? People are still looking at us like we're badasses and unicorns. Of course, we're huntresses. And it will just be so much more pleasurable, so much more magical, so much more easier when you actually take all of you with you. Like the rest of your body gets to come with you, not just your head. So this is the invitation. I actually have just recorded this really potent activation, the subconscious exercise, and I did it live in the 50-50 to provider course that I taught just today. And I decided that that activation was just so genius that I have decided to gift it to you. What I've done is I've added it to my existing portal of free gifts for you, where you can find the container workbook, the wealth activation, this allowing and receiving activation to allow you to finally open up channels in your body and drop in. There's also 2 masterclasses in there, the dark feminine energy masterclass and the resourceful masterclass. Because here's the thing, babe. What's the benefit of activating the rest of you is that look how far you've come with just your head. You're amazing. You're brilliant. You're a genius. Like just with your head energy, just with the mental plane, you have come so far. And I want to celebrate you. Like I want to take the time to celebrate that because that is huge. And imagine how much ease, flow, brilliance, abundance, prosperity, money, love, joy, romance, sex you will have when you unnumb the rest of you and all of that gets to come to. Because that's the portal that actually attaches us, joins us to the divine. That's the part when you are all of you functioning together, then you can access God. That's when you can access the quantum field. That's when you access your intuition. That's when you access your pleasure portals. Like you start enjoying the things instead of second guessing the things. You go into this realm of pleasure. This is when you start working less, but it's like compounded more. It's like, I call it the omnipresence effect. Like my experience of my life is I wake up and I play all day with my family, in my business, like all the things with my girlfriends. Like I have a whole bunch of fun, and then things get done. But when you're in the head, you can't even imagine that. You're like, that doesn't even make sense. How are you running an 8-figure global brand and have kids and have a divine romantic marriage and like you're playing all day? Yes, because my experience of it is one of play, because now I've tapped into the rest of me, the depth of me, the inside out, the part of me that's connected to the divine. And that's my invitation to you, is that really start shifting slowly and lovingly from personal development into actual inner work, which again, there is going to be a lot of resistance in the beginning. I know, oh my God, it's like my whole being would throw a fit when I had to like now like meditate and go in, like drop in, like, no. I remember this one time, this was like about a decade ago at this point, where we were gonna go do this like deep healing exercise, and it was on Zoom, and I ran away. I literally got up and ran away. My husband was like, "Oh, your thing is over?" I'm like, "No, actually it's going on, but like I don't want to do it." Like that's how scared my defense system was to like go in, to drop in. But once it became my new normal, once it became familiar for me to move past resistance, this is when the magic of life unfolded, because there's so much more that we can access when we actually allow ourselves to go down. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that you need like personal development stuff to keep you motivated, barely floating above every single day. Otherwise, your thoughts get crazy, and then you need to listen to like more personal development stuff to like keep yourself floating and like to do the thing. But what about everything inside of you, the emotions that are trapped that just need a good cry, right? Like the anger that needs to move through, the shame that needs processing, like that's still trapped there. And there is always going to be a cap with how far personal development can take you, especially as a woman, but I would argue for everyone. So let this be the invitation. And here's the thing, the activation I've done for you, it does all the heavy lifting. You just have to literally lay there and listen and allow. So the link is in the description box, along with all my current live paid offers that are happening and starting now and next month. I'll see you inside. I love you so much.